What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. Right, giving you your fix of Manchester City transfer news. Don't forget, January 1st, for 31 days throughout the whole of January, daily Manchester City transfer updates. They're back, so if you want to stay up to date, first and fast, on YouTube, every single day with the latest Manchester City transfer news, throughout the January winter transfer window, make sure you've subscribed to my channel, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description too if you want to go and check that out. Go and hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. TikTok link also in the description, go and check that out. Leave a thumbs up as well, 200 likes is the aim, any help towards that would be much appreciated. And also don't forget as well, most importantly, do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say with regards to these transfers. Finally, this video is sponsored and brought to you by OneFootball. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. Thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. It's a free app to download. Go and check it out. Link in the description. So let's crack on with this video. Two stories to get through, but two pretty meaty stories. We'll start with the outs and an update on Erling Haaland. Now, Sport over in Spain, they're saying Real Madrid, they're no longer interested in signing Erling Haaland, and they've ruled out any future potential move. Now, that's very big news, because all we had before we signed Erling Haaland was Real Madrid want to sign Erling Haaland. They're going to beat Manchester City to his signature. Real Madrid, Real Madrid, Real Madrid, Real Madrid. Erling Haaland signs for Man City. When he signs for Man City, what do we get? Release clause, release clause, release clause, release clause. Give it 2 years, stepping stone. He wants to go to Real Madrid. Real Madrid, Real Madrid, Real Madrid, Real Madrid. And now all of a sudden, these rumours are being quashed. Erling Haaland seems like he wants to stay at Manchester City. And that, in my opinion, is great news. Very good news for Manchester City. However, do be patient on this one, because we do know that a release clause is active in Erling Haaland's contract, and I wouldn't rule out within the next 12 to 18 months Manchester City putting Erling Haaland on a new contract that will either do one of two things: either extend that release clause to make it further away, because it comes active I think in 2024, so either push that along to 2025 or 2026, or even make that price bigger, or Manchester City just saying, sign this new contract, you're going to become the highest paid player at Manchester City. Because let's not argue with facts here, Manchester City's shirt sales this year have been up, and they're up by a lot because people want Erling Haaland's name on the back of their shirts. There's a reason Manchester City right now thinking of expanding the stadium when they've had these plans in place for nearly a decade. Manchester City have got proper Erling Haaland fever. People from all around the world want to watch Manchester City because they've got the most exciting young prospect in Erling Haaland in their team. People will pay money, a lot of money, to watch Erling Haaland play for Manchester City. He is a massive, massive asset, and I have no problem in thinking to myself, in 3 to 5 years' time, I wouldn't rule out Erling Haaland once the days of Ronaldo and Messi are done and dusted. It's in the past. You're speaking about players entering into their prime. Who is that next big generational player? We already know about Mbappe. Erling Haaland, in my opinion, is also right up there. He is an asset to Manchester City. He will be Manchester City's highest paid player, and it'll probably come very soon because he attracts people to come to the club. He is a very valuable player to Manchester City, and having a release clause in there just cast just that little bit of doubt. It might be 99.9% certain that he stays at Manchester City. However, there's that 0.01% chance that actually he might leave Manchester City because there's a release clause, and if there's a club willing to pay massive amounts of money to bring Erling Haaland in, then we could lose our most valuable asset. So Manchester City, I'm sure, will be focusing on that, and City's thought process has always been get Erling Haaland into the club, and once he's here, Manchester City stand the best chance of keeping him here. And Manchester City have always had the thought process that if they'd rather have 2 or 3 years of Erling Haaland than 0 years of Erling Haaland, and they feel like the best way to convince Haaland to commit his long-term future, his prime years, is to have Erling Haaland here to showcase what Manchester City can do. And Haaland will want to win the big trophies. He'll want the Premier League. He'll want the Champions League. He also, in terms of individual awards, will want the Ballon d'Or. And Manchester City can help him towards that by winning the big trophies. He becomes top goal scorer in the Premier League, breaks goal records, which he may well do. City go on to win the Champions League in June next year. Could well happen. We're in the last 16. If that does happen, then Erling Haaland right up there as a contender for the Ballon d'Or next year. So Manchester City can help Erling Haaland to achieve his goals whilst helping Manchester City along the way. To me, a very good fit, and Manchester City could start thinking now about tying Erling Haaland down for even longer than what they already have, because he is just that good and that valuable to Manchester City. So what's been reported over in Spain, good news, because that's indicating to me Real Madrid are getting the picture here. It's a very difficult transfer to make happen. They might be focusing elsewhere on other players. They're interested in the very best generational talents. There's a reason why their name's always out there for Haaland. There's a reason why their name's always out there for Mbappe, because these are the in-demand players. These are the players that everybody wants in their team, the players that everybody wants to go and see. And it's fantastic that Manchester City have got one of them in their club. And we nabbed him for just over £50 million. Digest that. Now, moving on to the ins. Josko, Gvadiol. Let's speak further about this from my previous video. Mercato over in Italy is saying that Manchester City, they're prepared to make a move this winter. They're willing to offer up to, and catch this, 110 million euros, just shy of 100 million pounds for a centre-back. It is astounding, the price that's been chucked out here for Gvadiol. Now, he's had a brilliant World Cup campaign with Croatia, and he is a very good defender. Is he worth just shy of 100 million pounds? Is he worth becoming? He's smashing the record for a defender, and he's a centre-back. It's not even a creative attacking wing-back. He's a centre-back. It is crazy, crazy money. And Foot Mercato are saying City are prepared to spend 110 million euros plus shove on a 20% sell-on bonus as well to RB Leipzig to sign Gvardiol this winter. Now, Foot Mercato have said that City's plan would be to sign him this winter and then let him stay at RB Leipzig. It's not made clear as to whether it would be a permanent signing made in the winter and then loaned back to RB Leipzig, or whether it would just be a transfer in principle to be made permanent in the summer. And if that is the case, and Man City are looking to bring Gvardiol in, and they may well be looking to do so, it does cast doubt on one of either Nathan Ake or Aymeric Laporte. However, I find it interesting the timing. We've got RB Leipzig coming up in the Champions League. A City thinking of nabbing him, bringing him in permanently, loaning him back to RB Leipzig and putting a clause in there that Gvadiol cannot play against Manchester City. I imagine Manchester City wouldn't be that mean, and Manchester City would, even if they signed him this winter and loaned him back out, they'd say, showcase what you can do and showcase just how good of a player you can be, because Pep Guardiola likes to see players in action. So I can't imagine City going down that route. That's not how Manchester City tend to do transfers. But I just find this a very strange transfer. So I'd like to know your thoughts in the comments below. Firstly, Gvadiol, yay or nay? And if yay, who goes? Ake or Laporte? Because there's no way Man City even get close to getting 110 million euros for either Nathan Ake or Aymeric Laporte, and I'm not aware at this time of any offers or any interest in Nathan Ake since the summer, and that was Chelsea willing to pay 40 to 50 million pounds. That's half the price of Gvardiol. And Aymeric Laporte, again, I don't think he'd generate too much more than the 40, 50 million pound that we'd be asking for Nathan Ake. I think at most would be speaking here probably 60, 65 million pounds for Aymeric Laporte. But these are two fantastic centre-backs who, in my opinion, have done very little wrong at Manchester City. Two very solid, two very consistent players, and I'd rather Manchester City saved 110 million euros and fought harder to keep hold of Nathan Ake and Aymeric Laporte at the club and say to these players, you're doing a very good job, and we're happy with how you're being rotated, we're happy with how you're performing, you're both more than capable of performing at left back as well, so we've got versatile players here, and Manchester City like these kind of players. So and Ake's a homegrown player as well. Laporte's always been solid. I'd rather these players stayed and 110 million euros was saved and that money was invested in finding potentially a left back or a left wing back or a player that can cover left back and right back to allow a bit of rest for João Cancelo, maybe even understudy to Kyle Walker at right back potentially, and certainly a central midfielder, because players like Enzo Fernandez and Jude Bellingham that Man City have been linked with, they're not going to come cheap. So if we want to bring these players in, then we could save ourselves 110 million euros here by not signing Gvadiol and keeping what we've got, which are two brilliant options. No doubt Gvardiol's a fantastic player. Does he improve Manchester City? That's the question. If you're spending £100 million on a centre-back, you're probably going to want this centre-back playing on a regular basis as well. Would he be happy with being rotated? Would City be happy to spend so much money on a rotated player? I don't know. This doesn't sound like a Manchester City transfer, which means it's putting doubt in my mind, which is telling me that what Foot Mercato reported here, I don't think is on the money. However, I will keep my eyes and ears open for that one, and we will see what direction this transfer does go in. My instinct here is there'll be other clubs interested, and it's a great negotiation tactic for RB Leipzig and also Gvardiol's entourage to say Manchester City are interested, they're willing to pay this. Are you willing to match? Are you willing to pay more? Using us as a little bargaining tool is what I reckon is happening here, but that's just my thoughts, and I could be wrong. So do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. 200 likes is the aim. Subscribe to my channel as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Remember, January 1st, daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout the winter January transfer window to keep you up to date, first and fast on YouTube with all the latest Manchester City transfer news. So make sure you have subscribed with the bell pressed to be notified immediately every single day for when I do upload, so you can stay up to date and in the loop with all the latest Manchester City transfer news. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, TikTok link also in the description. Go and follow me on there. That'd be much appreciated. And finally, I want to give a big shout out to today's video sponsor, OneFootball, who will keep you up to date with all the latest transfer news for every single club around the world. Go and check it out. It's a free app to download. They'll also keep you up to date with all the latest football news, as well as the latest scores, results, statistics, live league tables, live commentary, and all of your good footballing needs. Go and check them out. Free app to download. Link is in the description. Thanks to everyone that has downloaded OneFootball using my link. Anyone that does download OneFootball using my link does help to support the future content created here on my channel, and to keep these videos coming for you guys. And I'll see you all again real soon. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.